welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly and today I'm going to do a first impressions makeup tutorial with the new Morphe 9 Eye So Iconic Artistry palette. I saw this when I was grabbing shampoo at Ulta the other day and they had it on the table just when you walk in and I was like, that looks great. Let's grab that. Let's try it out. I haven't tried any of the 9 pan palettes from Morphe. So I did grab 2, but today I'm just going to do the 9 Eye. That is what's on my eyes right now. I have many thoughts on it. I do live swatches. If you're interested to see how I got this look on my eyes with this palette, go ahead and stick around because we're going to put it on the face right now. I have full face of makeup on and I am ready to get into these shadows, but first let's open it up. I have not touched or swatched this. I didn't swatch it in the store either. I just looked at it and I was like, yes, I need this in my life. I'm gonna buy it. Don't have any of these 9 pan palettes from Morphe, so I'm not sure how they wear, so we'll see. We'll see how they apply and how they wear and everything. I do like the package. It's just a plastic and I don't think it's gonna show fingerprints, which is nice, so it'll keep clean within my collection. It comes with a very big mirror and the shadows are just... I'm so excited for all of them. I'm going to go ahead and live swatch these for you. I like to see swatches, but I don't always make the final rule on swatches because I've got some palettes that can't swatch to save a leg, but they apply to the eyes beautifully, and I've got some that swatch beautifully, and they're a pain in the butt to get any pigment on the eye. So these are just the colors, just because we all like swatches, but don't make final decisions on swatches ever. Okay, the first color is Jaw Drop. Second one is Butte. Third one is Eye Dye. It's the first row right there. These are really patchy. This first one is quite patchy and light, but I'm going to go in with the second layer and see if we can build this up. It's decent. And then the second one is still, it's a pretty light shade, but it is swatching nice. And there's that third one built up. So they do build up really nice. Okay, the next row we have Say Whoa. We have Dayum. And then we have Bow Down. So there's those. Mattes are still pretty consistent. They're not swatching the greatest. The shimmers are okay. Let's go in and see what they look like with the second swatch over top. Swatches are still pretty, just okay, but the colors are absolutely beautiful. I'm super excited to get into this palette. Then the last row, we have Classic, The One, and Everything, which is that blue shade. It doesn't come across as vibrant as it is in pan. Let's build these up. All these shadows feel very, very soft, very smooth. So I don't think they're going to be scratchy on the eye at all. So there's all the colors right there. I think this is going to be one of those palettes that I don't like swatched at all, but it does give you a good indication as to the shade range that are in the palette. I am super excited. I don't have a lot of warmer browns. I have always stayed towards cooler tones, So I am kind of excited to have some warmer tones. I think I'm going to go with a pretty neutral look. This is a neutral palette with just a pop of blue. And I think maybe we'll go with blue on the lower lash line. We'll see. I am going to start with a big fluffy shader brush. And I'm going to start with the shade The One right here. And I'm just going to pop this right in the crease. I'm going to zoom you in so you guys can see how these are applying. Okay, sorry, I meant to zoom you in before we got started. But this is just the first shade right there blended in. I absolutely love this color. This would be just the perfect crease shade mascara out the door and go, which I appreciate having those shades in a palette or just in my collection in general, just to put on and go. It makes for a very quick look, which is nice as a mom to throw on some shadow and get out of that door. I'm going to go in with this shade Butte right here. I'm going to try with a brush first, dry brush, just so I can see how it applies. And I'm just going to go in with a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to kind of place this all over the lid. Not much pigment the first time around. And you can kind of see that something went on, but not anything crazy. Okay, it is there. It does give a nice, almost sheen. It's a very pretty satiny kind of shade. I'm going to try just using my finger and see if we can get a little bit better payoff that way. Oh yeah. Big difference. This one did not swatch well at all. I could barely see it. It was this one right here. You can barely see that it's even on my hand. But it is applying to the eye exactly the way I expected it to. And I wanted, this is the shade I wanted. Next I'm going to go in with a medium shader brush. I am going to go into Bow Down right here. Since the look is kind of cooler, I'm going to just kind of stay in that general area. I'm going to have to play with that other warm brown, since I always go for the neutrals habit. And I am just going to stipple this on the outer third of my eye, just to deepen it up out there. I am tapping off the excess, but I'm not getting any fallout. I didn't get any fallout using the brush with the shimmer shade either, and there's no fallout with these mattes. I'm just going to start blending that up towards the eyebrow right there. Making sure that the top of where I'm lifting my eye matches up with the top of my eyelid. And I'm going to look back a little bit and then just bring that low in the crease. No extra pigment, just using what's on the brush and on my eye already. Okay, when you have it all blended out, go ahead and make sure that all the edges are softened and it is where you want it as far as the depth. I do think I want a little bit more in the crease, so I'm going to dip back into the pan ever so lightly and just real low into the crease. I am going to deepen it just a smidgen. I'm going to go in with a flat smudger brush. And I'm going to dip into that blue called Everything. And I'm going to take that right on the lower lash line. This look right here is something that I would do every day, every day, every day. I do like the way this looks. Everything blended nice. Everything's seamless. Complements each other. So this is probably going to be a really frequent look that I do. I do like it. So we're going to try the blue just because it's makeup and we're going to have fun today. I'm going to press that into the lower lash line. I am going 2/3 of the way in with that shade. I'm not getting any shimmer coming through, just that blue, and I kind of like it. It's very different on me. I've seen other YouTubers do it, and I'm like, I don't know if I could do that, but I actually really like this. I am going to take a small tapered brush, and I'm going to go into the crease shade that we used, called The One, right here. Just lightly going in just to grab a little bit and just soften the line and bring it in with our outer V. Okay, I love, love, love that look. I do think I want to try to line my eye now that I have the blue underneath. I feel like I need something along the lighter part of my lid, so I am just going to use a shadow. I just want to thicken up my lash line, so I am taking an angled, very small liner brush, and I'm going to go into the outer V shade, which was Bow Down right here. I'm just gonna tuck that right into the lash line. I do like this brush, and this shade is doing a really nice job just lining my eye just very lightly. I don't want a harsh line. I'm not looking for anything dramatic. Just to thicken up that top lash line, and it's beautiful. And I am doing this with a dry brush. And the pigment for the liner is beautiful. Oh, I might be obsessed with this palette. Yep. I am going to take a softer pencil brush right here, and I'm going to go into the lid shade Butte that we used. And I'm going to hit just the inner eye a little bit, not too far, just to brighten it up a little bit. And I am going to trace around my tear duct and meet up with the blue that we laid down. I like it, I like it, I like it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish this eye, place some mascara, and I'll give you my final thoughts in a minute. Here I am with the finished look with both of the eyes done. I must say I really do love this color. It's very neutral, yes, but I like it a lot. I usually don't ever do color underneath the eye, but I did line it with a blue liner as well, and I feel like it's just really made it pop, and it's a little bit more dramatic. It's different on myself, but I actually really do like it. I think I probably should have tried this a long time ago when everybody else is doing it, and I'm a year late, but I really do like this. Now, as far as the palette and my thoughts, I will say, if you have a lot of these colors, do I think you need it? No. Did I need it? Probably not. But I don't have a lot of these warmer browns, and that's really what I was going for. And I mean, I love cool tones. This whole top row is just nothing but cool tones, and this pop of blue, I don't have anything like that in my collection. So for me, yes, I really wanted to add this to my collection. It is only $12. I picked mine up at ULTA. They were just putting them out when I walked in. I was there for shampoo, and I was like, oh, let me grab that real quick. The shadows applied very well. They blend together very well. The mattes are pigmented, and I do go in with a very, very light hand just because I don't want too much pigment too fast, so I prefer to go in very, very light and build it up. As far as whether or not you could just really dig your brush in there and get the amount of pigment the first time, I'm not sure if you can do that because it's just not my style, but I will say you can go in with a light hand. You can get a lighter depth of color, but you can also build the depth of color too. So I do really, really enjoy that. Some palettes you cannot build it. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. So I really do enjoy this palette. The shimmer shades, I will say, aren't as punchy as they seem in pan. In pan, they look almost foiled, but I'm just getting a light shimmer. I used just the one shade, but I do like the shade. I do like that it's not overpowering. I do like how I was able to build it to where I wanted. Finger did apply better than a dry brush. I didn't try a wet brush, but with my fingertips, it did apply how I wanted it. The blue down in the corner, it does in pan. It looks extremely shimmery, and it's not. At least the way I applied it, it is not. I didn't use my fingertips, so maybe another time I'll try, you know, putting it all over lid with my finger or a wet brush to see if that shimmer does come through. But I do like that possibly I could use it as a shimmer shade, or I could just use it as a matte shade, because if it didn't pull the shimmer underneath my eye, I could probably do like an outer V with the dark blue and not have the shimmer come through, and that's kind of nice to have a versatile shade like that. So my final thoughts are, I really enjoy this palette. I am very happy I picked it up. I did pick up another one of these 9 pan shadows, and I'm going to put that to the test next week in my Twice as Nice Tuesdays 2 Looks with 1 Palette series, so look for that video to come. I would recommend this palette if you don't have a lot of makeup or you want something that's smaller, because this is perfect size. I mean, you can get a lot more stuff in your bag if you have like a smaller palette instead of the bigger palettes. It's not overwhelming. I do enjoy smaller palettes. The bigger palettes, too many options, too much anxiety. I don't like it. So I do really enjoy the size. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget it a big thumbs up, help my channel out, and don't forget to subscribe. I do upload every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!